talk about games tonight. The Dallas Mavericks coming off a big win over the Utah Jazz in Game 2. The target line for Luka Doncic to return was Game 3 or 4. It looks like he could be there tonight. He's been upgraded to questionable, and we have a clip from him. He was actually asked what it's like sitting on the sidelines watching his team in the playoffs so far.
Oh, it's the toughest thing ever, The playoffs basketball is so fun. Playing home, especially home, with the crowd. But just sitting out, watching the games, it's way more stressful than playing the game. I don't know how, but it is. And I just miss basketball. I know it's only been 2 games, but I miss it so much.
Okay, so Rip, for tonight, is this a case of break glass in case of emergency in terms of his usage? Meaning if they're getting handled and maybe Jalen Brunson is struggling after that big game that he had, or do you expect him to get good minutes here?
Yeah, Jeremy, I don't think he plays. I really don't. I mean, when you look at this team and you look at the type of injury that he has, there's no really clips of him out there working out, doing 5-on-0 with his teammates. It's a very tough injury to come back. I think this is a situation where Jason Kidd understands this is the playoffs, and sometimes you got to keep the opposing team a little off balance, and you can keep them off balance by saying, hey, Luka Doncic is questionable of coming out and playing tonight, because they know that Utah is going to put in the scouting report, hey, you know what, we got to stop Jalen Brunson. But when you say, hey, Luka's coming back, then the whole scouting report is about Luka Doncic and some about Jalen Brunson. So I just don't think, with that injury, I don't think he's healthy enough to come back. I don't think they risk it enough, especially knowing that they got 1 game in Dallas. A lot of people's expectations, even mine, didn't believe that Dallas was going to be able to get 1. So if they lose Game 3, they understand the situation that, hey, we can go out and get 4. We come back 2-2, and now we come back to our home court with the healthy Luka Doncic ready for Game 5.
Well, and if they can replicate that performance that they had in Game 2, they're going to need it in Utah. They've lost 11 straight games playing the Jazz in Utah at home. All right, let's talk about Ja Morant and Memphis Grizzlies. They got their groove back and then some in Game 2 versus Minnesota, taking the T-Wolves by 28 points. Rip, Ja had that MJ video saying that, kind of intimating that he wasn't worried. Is he one of the most confident young players that you've seen in recent memory?
Yes, he is, and you have to love that from him, man, because he understands the temperature of his team. He understands his role on his team. You got to remember, Memphis is a team that haven't had this type of success for a long time, and when you got a point guard that's your floor general, your catalyst, and a guy that plays with so much confidence, it's just going to spill over to the rest of your teammates. He didn't come out and have one of them 40-point games, but he did come out and almost have a triple-double. He had 23, 10, and 9, and he did everything possible to ignite this Memphis team. Give credit to the Memphis bench, too. I mean, they came out and played well, too, and it doesn't just spill, his confidence just doesn't spill over on the starters, but to his bench too. His bench scored 60 points in this game. So I just felt like they came out with that energy. They came out with that swag. They played tough. They got up in transition. They got easy baskets. They played fast, and they understood the moment. So hopefully they can understand the moment, especially going into a tough environment playing in Minnesota.
Yeah, going to be a big one in Minneapolis tonight. Of course, the T-Wolves got off to that fast start in Game 1, didn't get that opportunity in Game 2. We'll see what they have for them in store in Game 3. All right, Golden State and Denver. Golden State downplayed their title chances going into this series, but, Rip, the way they're playing, their odds have to be closing in on Phoenix to win the West and the title. It's only 2 games, yes, but they entered the playoffs on a 5-game winning streak. How close are they to the Suns in terms of their title pedigree for you?
Jeremy, they're very close. I do if Steph Curry comes back healthy. The way this group has been playing, the amount of injuries that they had all season long, and the role players, the guys like the Jordan Poole is able to get their rhythm during the season. And that's very important when the playoffs start. You can talk about, hey, Jordan Poole and Steph Curry and Clay haven't played a whole lot together. But these guys are basketball players. These are high basketball IQ type of individuals, and they all can play off the ball. Steph Curry coming back and saying, hey, you know what, play me off the bench. most star players, knowing this situation, knowing that they want to be out there, they're not coming off the bench in the playoff games. But he understands that, hey, Jordan Poole is playing really well. He understands that we're going to need him to play well in order to get to NBA Finals. We don't want to stunt his growth, and we don't want him not to be playing with the type of confidence that he's able to play with. They're doing a great job of really feeding off each other. I love the way that they're playing. I love that they're playing fast. I love the way that they're doing it by committee. And they got their rhythm. They got their timing. I just think that they're playing great basketball at the right time. Give props to Steve Kerr. I mean, he's doing an excellent job coaching this ball club, because it's hard when you have a lot of superstars on this ball club. You got Klay Thompson trying to find play back in his rhythm, knowing that you got a young Jordan Poole, you got young guys playing well at the time. I just feel as though they're playing great basketball at the right time.
And the Denver Nuggets are certainly not, missing two of their top three. Nikola Jokic, I mean, it spilled over in the last game. It looks like that frustration is starting to really get to Denver, maybe more between the ears for them. They have lost 6 straight playoff games going back to last season. All right, let's talk about those Phoenix Suns. Their series with New Orleans took a turn with the loss of leading scorer Devin Booker. With things now even, the Pelicans have some momentum here. So how do the Suns bounce back without Booker?
Oh, it's going to be tough. I mean, you've seen it in Booker's face when he went out. That man, he was playing well. He was playing incredible. 31 points in the first half. Like me personally thought it was going to be one of them 50-point nights. It's going to be tough for Phoenix, but I believe that Monty Williams is the coach of the year. I think that they understand that, hey, you know what? This is our moment. Other guys got to step up. We got to do it by community. We can't just lean on Chris Paul to kind of carry us to getting us over the hump. The New Orleans team feels though they smell blood right now. They see that this is an opportunity for them to now go back home and try to get 2 wins. But if I'm Phoenix, I feel like we got to do it by committee. We got to run our offense. We got to run our sets. We got to play offense. We got to lean on our defense. We got to slow CJ McCullough down. We got to slow Brandon Ingram down. We got to limit their touches. But we got to do it on the defense side of the ball, because it's going to be hard to say, hey, we got to find that one guy to be able to take over the game like a Devin Booker. They got to do it by committee on the offensive game. They got to have one of them games where they have a 30-assist game where the ball's popping and everybody's getting easy opportunities. But in my opinion, it's going to be tough. But I feel like Chris Paul is one of the best leaders in the game for something. I think that he's going to be able to get you'll probably see more pick and roll with him. You will probably see more of a half-court game where they're trying to get easy buckets. You'll see more of them throwing the ball down to DeAndre Ayton, trying to get them a bucket. So it's going to be a tough mountain to cover, but I feel as though they have the group to get it done.
Game 3 of that series is tomorrow night in New Orleans. He is NBA champ Rip Hamilton breaking down the big playoff storylines as we get set for another night of postseason hooping. Thanks, Rip. Game 3 of the series between...
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.